If we decide to drill for oil, and if the well begins to produce, I'll give your church a $5,000 signing bonus.
10,000.
Do you want to find someone else that's going to come up here and drill, Eli? Make the investment and do all the hard work that goes into it?
Why is the moral premise inevitable in a story, and how does it guide your tale? Let's find out. Hello and welcome to Get Writing. I'm Dr. Stavros Halvatsis. All good stories have a moral premise, a deep metastructure that shapes the narrative from the inside out. Colloquially known as the point of the story, the moral premise is why we write a particular tale. It is the essence of the story expressed from an ethical and moral perspective. Yet we often have only a vague notion of this at the start of our stories, choosing perhaps instead to concentrate on the machinations of plot. But because the moral premise is inherent in every story, whether we're aware of it or not, it should be as much a part of our conscious intent as the plot. Ignoring it may result in our thinking we're communicating one message while we are really communicating another. Even more importantly, the moral premise helps us understand the reason our protagonist acts in the way that he or she does. It helps us craft the trajectory of the story. Each scene and the order of its placement is a result of the relentless march of the moral premise to prove itself by the end of the tale. The film There Will Be Blood lays bare the consequences of actions undertaken by Daniel Plainview, a man with no scruples or morals who gains wealth and power through oil. Plainview's initial charitable act of adopting the son of one of his workers killed in a drilling accident soon gives way to callous self-interest. He sends the boy away after yet another drilling accident renders the youngster deaf, because Plainview now sees him as a burden. The boy returns later, but as Plainview sinks deeper into selfishness and greed, he becomes incapable of maintaining friendships or family bonds. He murders the man who claims to be his long-lost half-brother when he discovers he is an imposter. He rejects his adopted son when he learns that the young man wants to make his own way in the oil business. And finally, he murders Eli Sunday, the evangelist with whom he has been butting heads over land and oil. If we take the moral premise of the film to be that the pursuit of wealth and power at the expense of love and family leads to loneliness and defeat, we can follow its enactment as a trajectory, one that shows Plainview going from a struggling prospector to a wealthy oil man to a hollow rich drunk sprawled in the bowling alley in his home, bloodied, spent, and alone. In a sense, he is as dead as Eli Sunday next to him, the man he has just murdered with a bowling pin. To sum it all up then, the moral premise exposes the consequences of rightful versus wrongful action in a story. It unfolds as a trajectory and is only proven in the final scenes of the story. Use it to structure your tale. Well, that's it for now. If you gained anything of value from this video, smash that like and subscribe button and leave a comment to share your thoughts and to help the channel grow. See you soon.